Okay, so question here on, is it possible to get a breakdown of what's using credits in your ArcGIS Online account? And it is indeed, right? So we're going to walk through it right now. So the first thing to do is go to your organization page, overview. If you're an admin of your ArcGIS Online account, you'll see this page as default. Anyways, this is the first landing page that you get when you sign in. And if that isn't the case, if you land on your home page or whatever, we just go back to organization, overview, and we can see information about our ArcGIS Online account here. Now, for credits, we go in here and we say view status. There's two options here, okay? So we can generate reports, or we can just get a rough breakdown of things as well, and we'll run through both. So there's a dashboard, and reports is what you'll see. We can do filters on this if we need to. By default, you know, it's going to be roughly showing you what the past month is like. Right now you can see here, this is my GIS Express account, very low storage. You know, your page is going to look different, of course, but if we go in here and we say storage, and I have two different things. I have feature storage and file storage, right? So if you want to see, like, hey, look, if there's any images attached to points or lines or polygons, you can go in here and you can figure that out just by clicking on file storage. Or you can say feature storage here, and we have a few different options. So you can see here, GIS Express standard feature data store. If I click on this, I get a little pop-up here to say view item details. If I click on that, that's going to give me every single piece of content in my account, along with an associated size as well, right? Now I can export this, right? So this is going to give you, you know, I think it's limited to 100, right? If you have more than 100 content items, you know, it's going to just give you the first 100. I don't have 100. I only have 19 items in my account at the moment. But you can see here it spits out a CSV that I can say, oh, here's the title and here's the size as well. Now the size, bearing in mind, this is it's reporting it as kilobytes, so this would be in around 20 megabytes. This one here, right? This feature layer. But if I go back as well, a handy thing to note is that once I see those view item details, I can click on lamppost v2, for instance, and it's going to bring me to that item details page. Now I have a few different options, right? Like I can go in to settings, I can delete this, I can export it. You know, if I just want to take a backup of it, I can export it as a file geodatabase, for instance. You know, if I need to archive it, if it's something people aren't using, you know, or we need different versions of things, we can just go in, take a backup of it, archive it, and go from there. So that's a quick way of getting, I suppose, a breakdown of credit usage by data set, right? So just to recap, I'm going to refresh this page. We're going into dashboard, we're scrolling down, we're clicking on storage in the credit utilization chart. We're clicking on feature storage. We click on standard feature data store. It's very important you click on this table first, and then you can see view item details. Okay, so a few steps to it, but it's good that, you know, if I click on this, it'll take me to the landing page of that feature layer, or I can download it as a CSV. The other option then is to go into reports, create report, single report, and go in, and there's a credit report as well. Looks very similar to the CSV that we downloaded from here, but there's a few more extra columns in it as well. And you can give it a name, you know, you can schedule it as well and say, oh look, I only want, sorry, you can't schedule it, you can specify the time frame, you know. So if I wanted to see everything as far back as 1st of March to the, you know, current date, I can do that as well if I need to, and then I can create a report, and that spits out a CSV that I can take down and I can get information about it. Takes around 15-20 seconds to load, but you know, there's tons of different reports in there, credit report is just one of them. But that's how to get a breakdown of what's using credits within your ArcGIS Online account. Hope that helps.